Mitchell is in Rio for us. He's been watching all the action, and now with his best Portuguese-speaking accent, he's got a few Brazilian papers while relaxing beachside after a pretty incredible 24 hours, Chris.
It's thirsty work, this, you know, Tolson, this Olympics business. We're 2 weeks in, and we can see the end, which is a bit of a shame, actually, because we've had some sensational sport, as you know. The sensation last night came in the very last event in the track and field at the Olympic Stadium, and it was the pole vault, and it really was incredible, and it is all over the papers here in Brazil. A jump to history, the headline in this newspaper. This one here, golden jump. Thiago da Silva, of course, the man we're talking about. He did that incredible personal best. He'd never jumped like anything like that before, over 6 meters. It was an Olympic record, in fact. Renaud Lavillenie, the Frenchman, was the Olympic champion, was the champion, the nailed-on favourite. But this was the big shock of the game so far, really, out there on the field. The hero of the golden rod is how I've translated that one for you, Tolson. It was a good day for Brazil, actually, because before that happened in the pole vault, Zanetti, he wanted gold, but it was still a silver for Brazil on the rings. And it's good, actually, because the newspapers are full, as you would imagine here in Brazil, of the Olympics. It wasn't just the gold medal in the pole vault that was so exciting last night. It's all through the newspapers. There are supplements here. Here's an interesting piece. Carl Lewis in town. Alex is doing a manful job on the camera here, trying to show you all this. Carl Lewis, of course, 9 gold medals for him, former Olympic champion at the long jump, the 100 metres. We've spoken to Carl Lewis. He's here promoting some charity projects in town, trying to get underprivileged kids out there and active. Wasn't all good news, though, for the Brazilians last night, because their ever so good basketball team are out. They haven't made it through to the knockout stages, I'm afraid. They're out. They needed Argentina to do them a massive favour and beat Spain last night. Now, Argentina and Brazil don't really see eye to eye, especially on the sporting front, do they? So that was never going to happen. Spain beat Argentina. Argentina and Spain go through. The Brazilians, I'm afraid, are out. So it's always good to look at the local newspapers, I think, to get a flavour, get a feeling of how the country is enjoying these games. It was Usain Bolt this morning in the heats of the 200 metres. Are they enjoying it? Well, yes, they're enjoying it. Can they afford to go? That's another matter, because Usain Bolt, OK, he had a full house for his 100 metres victory, but again this morning there were plenty of empty seats, more empty seats than people, in fact, to watch him in the 200 metres heat. He cruised through his. So too did Justin Gatlin. There wasn't an issue there at all. And we also had Christian Taylor, of course, in the triple jump final this morning. He defended his title, the longest jump of the season for him. He easily took gold. That was his first jump of the day. But it's interesting because a lot of people there saying, why are we having finals in the morning? Well, it's to feed the American TV audience. It's because the rights holders want those finals in the morning. It's an experiment that the athletes don't particularly like, the journalists who are covering it don't particularly like, but the TV audiences elsewhere, away from here, do seem to like. So Christian Taylor defends his, gets his gold medal in the triple jump. Later on, of course, much fun to be had in the athletics. We had David Rudisha last night. Wasn't that fantastic, defending his title? Allyson Felix beaten by Shawnee Miller with that dive over the line. That, for me, was the highlight last night, Tolson. But it is, like I say, it's thirsty work, reading all these newspapers, watching Alex sweat behind the camera there. It's just not pleasant. I'm telling you, Tolson, it's just not pleasant.
I'm sure it's not Chris Mitchell, the extremely well-travelled and well-cultured Chris Mitchell, with Alex out doing all the hard work behind the camera. Chris, go back and enjoy your drink. Well, let's move